Hello friends, my name is Shaikya Shikumar Ashruba and today's date is 5th August. And as per our regularly basis, our today's video topic is access modifiers. So we see access modifiers inside a Java. So what is access modifier? Access modifier means it gives accessibility to the fields, variables, methods, constructor and class. Means it defines the scope of that things. Okay, so there are 4 access modifiers inside a Java. First is the private, second is the default, third is the protected and fourth is the public. So now we see all access modifiers one by one. So first is the private. When we write a private access, or when we give a private access modifier to the variables, then that variable scope is only within a class, not outside the class, outside the package. Okay, means that variable only access inside a class. Then when we write a private access modifier to the method, at that time that method is only accessible for only that class. When we write a private keyword to the constructor, then this constructor only accessible only for that class. Then next access modifier is the default. When default access modifier, when we will not give any access modifier to the variable, fields, methods or constructor, at that time JVM gives default access modifier. And default access modifier's accessibility is within a package, means in any class it can access. Means when we give a default access modifier to the variables, then that variables are used in any class inside of one package. Okay, means suppose we see one example for that default access modifier. We have one class name is A and another class name is B inside a same package. When we write when we not give a access modifier in class A variable, that is int A is equal to 10, and we have to write that we have to access that variable inside a class B for addition method. That variable is accessible inside a class A method. Okay, so now we see next access modifier, that is protected access modifier. Protected access modifier scope or accessibility is inside a package, means in any class of the one package, and outside the package also, but only for a subclass. Okay, means suppose we see one example of protected access modifier, that is when there are two class A and class B. Class A variables can access inside a class B variables, class B methods, and class B variables are accessible in class A methods. Okay, this is the protected access modifier. So last is the public access modifier. Public access modifier scope is everywhere inside one project, means it can access also inside of different packages, it can also access inside different classes. Means there are anywhere public access modifier can be accessed but inside of one project. Suppose we see one example of public access modifier, that is we have two packages, package 1 and package 2. Inside package 1 we have one method class A, and inside package 2 we have a class, that is class B, and inside a class A we have one variable, that is public int A is equal to 10. That variable we can access inside a package, that is package 2, in package 2 method, that is package 2 class, that is class B, for addition method. Okay, this is the public access modifier. Okay, now we see a proper understanding by using a table. So we have 4 access modifiers: private, public, default and protected, and the 4 points, that is within the class within the package outside the package by subclass and in a different package. So first is the private. So private is only accessible in within the class. The next is a protected. Protected is accessible within the class, within the package and package outside the package by subclass. Then the default is accessible within the class, within the package. And then last is the public is accessible within the class, within the package, outside the package and inside the project. Okay.